Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for Calcine Media. Welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks. In this edition, I'll be shining a light on Genus, a company started by an Aussie dad with a green app for kids that's been trialled in 40 schools. Today, I have with me the co-founder and director of Genus, John Owen. Welcome, John. Great to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
So, John, could you tell us about Genus? What can you tell us about the app?
Yeah, so we're addressing the most pressing issue of our time, avoiding climate catastrophe. Now, what does that mean? It means that we're running out of time to save the planet. Unfortunately, our kids know this too. And they're a smart generation, they're highly engaged, they want to help, but they don't always know how. Plus, let's face it, sustainability has got a bit of an image problem. Kids see it as hard and boring or an adult problem. And we basically want to change that. So our app provides fun things for kids to do, online challenges, games, quizzes, that sort of thing. But the difference with Genus is that we send them out into the real world to perform real world missions that drive real world impact. This is about the kids saving the planet for themselves. It's about the future, and it's about saving the planet for the generation with most at stake.
Well, it sounds fabulous and very exciting for kids and parents also. Where did the idea come from?
Well, I was watching a nature documentary with my kids, and there was a section about habitat destruction and climate change. And my kids asked me, why is it like this? And I answered that, a lot of adults don't understand climate change and things like that, and some just don't care. And at that point, I was like, if the adults are like this, what chance do the kids stand? And at that point, I was like, we've got to do something about this. The stakes are too high. So if we're going to engage kids in sustainability, we need to make it fun. So I watched a TEDx talk about gaming to solve real world problems, and all the pieces fell into place. You've got to make it fun for them. They're a digital generation, so it's got to be online. So we introduced principles of gamification like awards, levels, competition, that sort of thing. But it has to mean something in the real world if anything's going to change. So we send them out to do these mini missions that have a positive impact on the planet. It's about rewarding the kids, and it's about making it a positive journey.
It's such an important issue of our time. Now, a recent survey by medical journal The Lancet of 10,000 children and other young people aged 16 to 25 years across 10 countries, and that was including Australia, found that 59% were very or extremely worried about climate change and 84% were moderately worried. So what do you think about those figures?
Well, it's clear there's a whole generation growing up worrying about the future of the planet. As a dad, I'm not okay with that. I don't want my kids growing up with this existential dread about the future. And that's exactly what Genus is about. It's about giving them hope. It's about giving them agency. It's about showing them how they can take control and live more sustainably. So, yeah.
Now, let's just talk about financials if we can. Now, you have some raised plans. You're looking for around 800,000. What do you expect to do with these funds?
Essentially, it's all about taking us to the next stage. We've made a great start. We've built an engaging platform full of amazing activities and loads of curriculum-aligned resources for teachers to apply lessons in school. But we need to develop our product even more. We want to introduce things like Roblox and Minecraft and other metaverse applications, and this takes money. So we're at the cutting edge of what kids want to do, but we need to keep ahead of the curve. And also we need to develop the market. So we need to get our brand out there, get our messaging out there, and invest in sales development and customer acquisition.
Absolutely. So what are the future plans for Genus? Are you looking to grow globally?
Ultimately, yes. Australia is our launch market. We're going to learn here, learn quick, and then move fast. Ultimately, we want to make Genus the biggest possible business. And this is for two reasons. Number one, the more kids and families and teachers that use the platform, the greater and the positive impact we can make. The more kids that use Genus, the more the next generation is growing up thinking about and acting on behalf of the planet. And secondly, while the missions and activities, target small scale personal acts of sustainability with enough kids on it, this starts to become a systemic movement. This is generational change that we're targeting. So the bigger the business, the more impact we can have, and that's really what we're targeting.
Sounds fabulous. Very exciting space to be in now. That was co-founder and director of Genus, John Owen. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And if you missed any part of that chat, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube channel, Kalkine Media, so make sure to subscribe. I'm Rachel, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.